Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. So I'm out at Shell Beach next to Campos Marina to get a kayak. Norco Tackle. Yeah, you're right. So Norco Tackle is a tackle shop out in Norco, Louisiana, next to the spillway. But we're nowhere near the spillway. They just started a kayak rental business out here in Shell Beach next to Campos. You can also rent these kayaks from the shop in Norco. Check them out. We got Vikings here. We got two kinds of Vikings. We got the 11 footers and the 14 footers. Now the 11 footers are the GTs and the 14 footers are the reloads, the Pro Fish Reload. Today I'm going to be fishing out of one of these Pro Fish Reloads. Pretty awesome looking, huh? Nice 14-foot kayak. Before I talk more about the kayaks, let's go meet the people. Here we go. Here's all the people today. These are the guys from Norco. This is Blake. I can't remember all your names. No, Cody's over here.
Maddie.
Cody.
Caden.
Yeah, you're right. So, you guys know this guy behind me, huh? This is going to be my partner for the day. We're both going to fish the 14 footers. Biggest reason right there. This is a live well for bait, and so is this right here. Not big, not too small. Perfect for me. Perfect because there's two of them. These kayaks have plenty of storage, as you can see. Storage, storage, there's storage in there. And then back here is more storage. Now, these are pretty sturdy, but I haven't even got in one yet. I'm just going by what I've heard from people. Let's see if that's true. Now, these footrests are where we're gonna steer. And here's the rudder back here. It's time to get one of these wet. These track pretty well.
Yep.
We're gonna go across Mr. Go. We're into the wind, so it's gonna take us a second to get over there. All right, guys, so we're out here across Mr. Go, just behind the first breaker. We're on Bayou Wyklusky. First thing I wanna do is start working this Sabiki rig here, and I've got a 1/4 ounce lead at the bottom. Might have to up that because of the wind and the current, but we want to get some bait to start. There is a lot of bait very active here. Let's see what we can get. I do have the cast net and some other things to do to get bait. Nice, got some bait. First little bit of bait right here. Here we go. Bigger bait, bigger bait, bigger bait. Bigger bait. Yeah, you're right. That's what I want. Big bait, baby. Given the time of day, getting a live bait is going to be the best. It is almost 2 o'clock. Now we only have a couple hours left till we get to prime time, and that's not necessarily dark, but we need to get closer to sunset. So see if I can get a live bait. I'm gonna drift it. Yes, the Sabiki worked. Hopefully it's not a giant one because I need something. Oh, what is it? What did we get here? Oh, that's not a live bait. Look at that. First time getting a channel cat on a Sabiki rig. He's a legal size, not giant, but we'll cook that later. All right, we're gonna try something different. I'm over at a small channel behind the first breaker right across from Campos, and we are going to try this chartreuse shrimp flavor fish bites. Huh. It's a roll of stripped synthetic bait. Now inside here is a piece of fabric membrane that keeps this on your hook. You only need a little bit. It doesn't smell like shrimp, almost smells like lemon lime. Weird. I'm just gonna cut just a little piece. Just a little tiny piece. Now we're gonna put this on a size 2 octopus hook, and we're gonna drop shot this with just an ounce of weight. We're just gonna hook it just like that. Let's see if this works. A long time ago I used this type of bait, and I don't remember it being very good for me, but maybe it'll be different today. This is a different color. I thought I would try this, use it as a back. Oh, there we go. That didn't take long at all. There's a fish already. Yeah, I was hoping this would be a backup for shrimp, or you know, something to use to catch bait. Look at that, rat red. Little undersized rat red on a piece of chartreuse fish bites. Yeah, this is an alternative to buying shrimp, and just something to have as a backup to catch bait fish. Wow, I'm impressed. That worked a lot faster. I thought I was gonna have to soak that for a while before it worked. We'll let that guy go. I'm already impressed. I'm impressed with these kayaks too. They're $45 for the day. This has been a long, arduous day, but at least I can go home and cook a fish after it. At the moment, I'm taking the kayak back slowly across Mr. Go, losing the light. There's a boat coming. I'm trolling a live bait as I do it. Let me get out of everybody's way here. All right, before I start cooking, I wanted to let you know that if you want to go out there to Campos to rent a kayak from Norco Tackle, you need to call ahead, because their winter schedule out there is going to be every other weekend, and when they get into spring, they'll be out there every weekend is what they're telling me. You could go out to Norco Tackle in Norco by the spillway and rent these kayaks throughout the week. They're there every day at the tackle shop, and you can take those out on your vehicle. Sometimes they will drop them off, they tell me, at the spillway, but mostly you rent it, you put it on your vehicle, you take it to the spillway, you fish, you kayak, you bring it back. It's $45 a day out there at Shell Beach. So let's cook some fish. Come on, be quiet. Before I can actually cook, let me fix this problem. She doesn't want to get up on the bed to get that hot dog, but then she's going to take it up on the bed. Maybe she'll be quiet now. So here we are with a coonhound quiet in the background and 2 Sabiki channel catfish fillets sitting in melted butter. That's about a half a stick of butter. Not hot though. I'm letting it soak in there for a little bit, but here pretty soon we are gonna take this blackened steak magic here by Chef Pauperdom. We're gonna pour that all over this plate here. Nice and thick, nice and thick. Get it well covered there. Now I want to get a fillet out if I can. They're greasy. Pour that on that blackened mix there. That other one there. Oh, she's starting to make her noise. So instead of just turning these over and dredging them, I'm going to sprinkle some on this side. Now I want to turn them over and see what they look like on the other side. Let's add some more. If you're telling me I'm overdoing it, I'm not listening to you. I'm gonna let these sit for a little bit while we wait for the pan to get hot, and it has to be hot. I'm not necessarily gonna put that on high. I'm gonna put it on 8. Trust me, with this electric stove, that is hot enough. Okay, this is really hot now. It's time to put these in. All right, cool. So you see, there's no more seasoning on this side. We're gonna take what's left in this plate and start pushing it in there. Always an experiment when I'm cooking here. I'm gonna add more butter. You want these to smoke each side, and it's gonna take about a minute. Ooh, I'm gonna have a heart attack with all this butter. If you're telling me I'm overdoing it, I'm not listening. Looking good, looking good. Look how blackened that is. Looking good, and I'm not setting off any smoke alarms this time. Just about there. All right, I'm calling it. Both sides are fairly blackened. Don't want to overcook this fish. Now, I've got a plate full of jambalaya here. When I was out there, Norco Tackle had a huge pot full of jambalaya they were making, and they sent me home with some. So we got some homemade jambalaya and some blackened catfish. Let's sit down. No, Tulsa, sneaky dog. Trust me, it is no indication that it's good or bad if Tulsa is trying to sneak a bite from you. she would eat it even if it was the worst thing I ever cooked. It doesn't look like the worst thing I've ever cooked, but when you blacken catfish, it's supposed to have a crusty blackened outside to it. Some people freak out when they see the blackened catfish. They think you burned it. You did, but it's intentional. So let's give it a go here. It smells good. Whoa. Woo! I did not overdo it. Of course, I like things really spicy, and that's got a nice kick to it. Woo! Piece of bread would be good with this. Sometimes I'd rather make a sandwich out of blackened catfish. I'm gonna make a pair of gloves out of a dog. Yeah, you can make a really good po' boy out of blackened catfish. It is awesome with mayonnaise and cheese. You make a hand towel out of a coon hound that won't leave you alone. Go on. All right, the jambalaya is really good too. Can't do anything with you. She'll stop eventually. She's just, I need to feed her. I think she's hungry. She loves my cooking, even when it smokes out the house. So, whew, this is good. This is really, really good. Big thanks to Norco Tackle for making this video possible. Thanks for letting me come out and use the kayaks. Wasn't the greatest day for fishing, but I've never caught a channel cat on a Sabiki rig, so that was pretty fun. The fish bites, it's hit or miss. You can catch something with it. It's something just to leave kicking around with your tackle in case you need a backup for catching some bait to fish with. All right, so like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I'm gonna feed my face. See you next time.